Hello to the evergreen grass of the world. Stay with us to see what is going on in the European political league. A few months ago, after the European Parliament was conquered by those who opposed the Union, the collapse of the world's largest integrated economic bloc began. Saying goodbye to the United States of Europe should be the main result of the European parliamentary elections, which was held a few months ago in 28 member states of the Union. An election in which the biggest winners were parties and groups which had fundamental differences with the very philosophy of the Union and demanded more rights for the member states, wanting to turn the Union into simply a symbolic gathering.
This is the only parliament the world's ever invented where you cannot initiate legislation, propose legislation, or even the repeal of legislation. All of that comes from the unelected European Commission.
And now, senior officials from this country, meaning Great Britain, have warned that if their demands are not met by Brussels, they will separate themselves from the Union.
Get off my lawn.
The threat these days is much stronger, where the British Prime Minister has made an official announcement warning that if the EU doesn't cut immigration to Great Britain, then holding a referendum on their European membership will soon be on the agenda.
But thank you for last Sunday, thank you for appearing on British television, thank you for confirming that the real fantasist isn't you, it's David Cameron, the British Prime Minister, who pretends that we can restrict free movement and remain members of the European Union. You made it clear that he was wrong, he was deceiving the British people, and you made it clear that you were the boss and not him. And for that, I thank you and wish you a very happy retirement indeed.
David Cameron, Prime Minister of Great Britain, promised that if re-elected next year, he will put the issue of staying or leaving the European Union to a referendum in 2017.
What we need in Britain is a renegotiation of our relationship with the European Union and then a referendum where the British people decide, do we stay in this reformed organisation or do we leave it? Now that's what I will pursue, that's what I will deliver. And at the heart of that renegotiation we need to address people's concerns about immigration.
Meanwhile, the Italians and French, just like the other EU countries, are dealing with rising unemployment and economic depression, but have expressed their outrage against German Chancellor Angela Merkel's request for them to amend their budgets in line with the rules and regulations of the Union, saying, rather than preaching others, Merkel should focus on the economic turmoil in her own country. And because Angela should be in control of the world, just like the rest of her colleagues, she has announced, after careful review and expert analysis, that Putin is the destabilizing factor in Europe. Elsewhere around Europe, Catalan separatist protests and sheep protests were held in Spain. In Greece, the same old protests continued, and the anniversary of the murder of Alexandros Grigopoulos was marked. To Belgium, where strikes have brought Brussels to a standstill, where railway and aviation services have been shut down. Well, perhaps the situation in this green grass, I mean the European Union, is not as evergreen as I thought.